Welcome back to Floral Fusion, where we fuse the art of floral design with a trend in the industry. We are in December, believe it or not. So, we're at the end of the year. This is the end of the 12-part series, and I am so excited about this last episode. It's going to be so much fun. I am going to teach you how to make a holiday wreath for your front door or maybe over your fireplace. And this month we're going to be inspired by the design trend Maximalism. So we spoke about minimalism a few months ago, and I taught you how to make an ikebana inspired floral arrangement. And that's really going by the thought process of less is more. Well, Maximalism this month is really about more is more. So it's about opulence and creativity and blending of different styles to create bold statements. I think this year, if it's taught us anything, it's really about letting go and having fun and enjoying our lives and not really worrying too much about, oh, is it the right color? Oh, is it the right texture? Just mix it all together and love the space you're in, love what you create. That's really about, what this series is about. To inspire you to create things and create beauty in your home, right? So Maximalism is all about bold statements, anything goes, and instead of saying less is more, we're going to say more is more. So I can't wait to show you how to make this holiday wreath. Let's get started. All right, so here are the materials that we are going to work with today. I actually bought all of these from Michael's, just so you know. They're all available there. This is a faux wreath. So I'm just going to use this as my base, and I'm going to add to it. I have some evergreen. This is actually natural evergreen. It dries and preserves really well. So my little trick is I'm going to mix the natural evergreen with the faux greens in this wreath, because this is going to be my base, and it'll just last longer that way. I also have some fun little faux branches that I already cut. They have little pine cones on them. I have these berries, which are really cute, and I can just simply glue them and kind of stick them in here. I have some pine cones. I have some plastic ornaments. I don't want to use glass because if I drop this wreath while I'm hanging it on my front door, I don't want the glass to shatter. So these are the ornaments we're going to be working with today. Notice that, you might not think they're the traditional Christmas colors. I'm adding some light blues and navy blues in there with the reds. So it's not really your traditional Christmas color palette. Just like last month, the butternut squash arrangement wasn't really a traditional Thanksgiving fall color palette, but that's okay, right? With Maximalism, anything goes. There's no rules here. We're just here to experiment and have fun. So the last thing are these cute little bunny tails. I love this color. Love, love, okay? You might think, well, how does this tie in? Well, definitely this kind of periwinkle blue is going to look really fun with the blue in the ornaments. So the last thing you want to make sure you have your glue gun plugged in, ready to go, and then also make sure you have some refill glue in your glue gun, because we are going to use a lot of glue today. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I have my wreath. I'm going to first start layering in the evergreen. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I have my glue gun ready here. I'm going to have a set of clippers ready to go. And I'm simply just going to cut the stem as short as I think it might be, or might need to be. And then I'm going to start weaving this evergreen into this wreath all the way around, okay? So next, we're going to add more filler. These guys, now these are faux. They are not real evergreen or pine. So they have wire stems. Just going to put the glue on them and fill out the wreath with these. And they are pliable. Okay, so you can kind of shift and shape them however you would like to. So let me show you what we have so far. Okay, we've put the evergreen in, we've put those faux stems in, we're using the faux wreath as our base. As you can see, this is kind of getting a little floppy. I can go ahead and just kind of interweave it in between the other greens if I wanted to. Just kind of tone it down a little bit so it's not sticking out so much. And now we are ready to add our berries. So I'm going to put the berries concentrated towards the front base of the wreath. This is going to seem heavier, this is going to seem lighter, because when you look at it hanging on your door, it creates better balance having the bottom be chunkier. And you'll see, as we start adding items and objects to the wreath, the larger objects are going to be on the bottom. Okay, so let's start adding our berries. So the next thing I'm going to add are these little bunny tails. I'm going to fill in the rest of my wreath with this. But first what I need to do is I need to prep them. So I have a small bunch, just like this. I'm going to take wire, thin gauge wire, and I'm going to simply spin this wire around so it stays together. And this is what's going to hold it together, and this is what I'm going to put my glue on. And then I'm going to cut the bottom of this, and it should look like this. So I'm going to put the glue on here, and then I'm going to stick it in the wreath, just like this. So I've wired all of my little bunny tails. They are ready to be glued and interspersed throughout the wreath. are a little bit smaller, some are a little bit larger. So I want to keep my larger pine cones towards the base and then the smaller pine cones towards the top. But I'm actually going to intersperse them throughout the entire wreath to add some volume. Okay, so let's get started. Gonna start by putting some glue on the base and then just weaving it inside. And it tucks very nicely in. Finale. We are now going to add the ornaments. Super excited. So the large, we'll put a few large down here because again, see how it's a little bit heavier towards the bottom? And then we'll just sort of intersperse them as we see fit. I'm going to put the glue on the top of this metal here, okay? Grand finale, we have finished our wreath, and you can see towards the bottom there are the berries. So that's the bottom. It's heavier on the bottom, a little bit lighter on top. Added a bunch of ornaments and pine cones, and I can't wait to hang it on my door. Fun fact number 11. So this is the end of episode 12 of the 12-part series of Floral Fusion, where we fuse the art of floral design with the trend in the design industry. So this month was all about maximalism, but there are plenty of other episodes to check out to kind of go over different design trends and learn how to make different floral pieces for yourself or for your loved ones. 2020 I know is a challenging year for all of us, but stay strong and stay creative, and I hope this series has inspired you to create something for yourself or create beauty in your home. Make sure to check out all the rest of my episodes if you haven't done so already. Have a beautiful holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in 2021.